The midterm elections are now less than 100 days away, and the results will determine who controls Congress and what President Trump can get done in Washington. But it's voters here in our area who will have a say in that. NBC 10 political reporter Mayk is here with a look at where big decisions will be made and a new pitch to voters. Lauren.
Fred, in a handful of Pennsylvania races, including the Lehigh Valley, Republicans are defending seats. Democrats are trying to win them in a bid to wrest control of the House. We'll expect to hear a lot about affordability and the cost of living. The House Minority Leader came here to kick off that messaging personally this weekend. In the Lehigh Valley, Democrats launching a pitch to take them to Election Day.
Because we are fighting for an affordable America.
Democrats pinning their hopes on that message, and in the Lehigh Valley on the firefighter and union leader Bob Brooks, running against Republican Congressman Ryan McKenzie.
In many ways, Democratic control of the House will go through eastern Pennsylvania, places like the 7th Congressional District, the 8th up in the Northeast, the 1st down in Bucks County, the 10th down in the Harrisburg area, all held by Republicans. Democrats see opportunities in those places.
Christopher Borick is a political science professor at Lehigh University. He says it's not surprising Democrats would focus on this region or on affordability. A Pew Research Center poll this month asked what people want to hear candidates for Congress talk about. Economy and money-related things were almost 30% of responses. In that same poll, 43% said they'd back a Democratic candidate, 37% said a Republican candidate. The key is what people think in swing districts like this one, where I asked the House Minority Leader.
You said you're going to make America more affordable, things like groceries, gas. Can you be more specific for voters who may want a little specifics about exactly how you're going to do that?
Well, there are several things that we can do, certainly, and we'll continue to have this conversation with voters over the next 100 days, but we've got to end the Trump tariffs, which have, in our view, increased costs on everyday Americans by thousands of dollars per year. We need to end this reckless and costly war of choice in the Middle East, which has directly skyrocketed gas prices for everyday Americans.
I caught up with Congressman Ryan McKenzie.
The fact that Democrats are going to be pushing that they can make America more affordable, how do you combat that? People want it to be more affordable.
Yeah, I think it's really laughable. Leader Jeffries and the Democrats, when they were in charge in Washington, they had inflation at record levels. Everybody saw it, everybody felt it in everything all across their lives.
I asked Professor Borick about that approach.
What happens, though, if voters just say, hey, things weren't so great for me during the Biden administration either financially? Could this backfire?
It could, and I think Republicans are going to continually point to that.
But he says,
but the reality is the voters usually point the finger at those that are in power. And in Washington right now, all the power is in the hands of the Republicans.
So as we head into these last 99 days, candidates and parties, they've got to work to get the attention of voters. That Pew Research Center poll that I mentioned from this month also said it found 39% of Democrats have thought a lot about the election, compared with 22% of Republicans. Fred, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. And you can count on NBC 10 to bring you continuing coverage on the local races that could flip the power in Congress. You can find all of our Decision 2026 stories on one page on our website and the free NBC 10 app.